Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. I am your host, TheBee at LLC, and this is where we stack precious metals like it's pollen and nectar. Our pollen is silver, and our nectar is gold. Preserving our wealth as honey of old. And like ancient metals, we hold our own. And today, TheBee has a exciting unboxing for us to look at some crystalline osmium. So let's get into that. Before we get into that unboxing, I want to show you a couple things. And let me show you the box and myself that we will be getting into quite shortly. I want to give you a little bit of background here on how we got to this point. And so I'm going to share my screen and come over here to the Osmium Institute in Germany. And from there, I want to bring you over to another YouTube channel that I would love to see you subscribe to, which is the Sunshine Element here. And it has 63 subscribers, and it has a lot of really beautiful videos, very well done, professionally made. A lot of them, or most of them, are in German. However, you can still watch them and get a lot out of it, see a lot of the different products that they have put out. And yeah, it's just a good way to keep up to date with new information that's coming out. And I want to show you here the violin, the osmium violin, and talk just a little bit about it. So I'm going to go ahead and show this. So this did make it over to the States, and it was actually in Ian Everard's shop. Also, the last Osmium Symposium, I got to meet Lee, who got to play this violin. And most people are not allowed to, obviously hold the violin. It is extremely expensive. And, but this lady, since she is working with the Osmium Institute, and she happens to be a professional violinist and plays in operas and opera houses, and her name is Catherine Barrow. And I got to meet her and talk with her, and she talked to me a little bit about getting to play the osmium violin, and a few people have played it, her being one of the few. And she said it took a while for the violin to warm up, but once she got used to it and the violin got warmed up after playing it for a while, she said it was an amazing experience and really enjoyed it, and it had a great sound to it as well. And she is working down in New Mexico. Let me share this tab. Hold on. So if you come to the osmiuminstitute.com, you can come up here to the top tab. Let me make sure I'm over there, and you can switch to English and USD. But if you come to the country database, and scroll down, you'll see a list of people who are working with the Osmium Institute. These are Osmium Institute partners. You should see TheBee at LLC being added to this list here shortly for Colorado. But if you come down here in Mexico, you'll see Catherine Barrow. And she is the lady that got to play the violin. Here you can see a picture of her playing a violin right there. And so at the Osmium Institute, we were talking, and she was just talking about, how lucky she was to be able to play such an instrument. It's crazy expensive, this violin, so it went around on tour, allowing people to get a look at it. And let me come over here. So yeah, beautiful instrument. And when I was talking to her about it, it just was amazing. Just the partner working with the Osmium Institute got her the chance to actually play violin. So chance of a lifetime. And that brings me to my memory of a lifetime. And so I want to talk a little bit about that. Another video here from that same channel I want to play for you. And we'll talk a little bit about it. Okay, so here we have the Osmium headphones, and those were brought over with the German team. They brought a bunch of different jewelry examples with them, and one of the examples they brought were these headphones that are inlaid with osmium. And I got to look at them, and of course was very impressed with them, along with all the other products that they had, including some of these I'll show you here in the video. That was Scarlet House that we just saw there. And I got to meet her as well. So that was very cool. So this here is a watch, one of the products that they brought over with them. And I got to wear both this watch and the headphones. And I feel very, very lucky. And, one of very few in the whole world, I suppose, that got to wear those Osmium headphones. And I was wearing this watch when I played my DJ set for the Osmium Symposium Denver 2025. And I will show you a quick picture of that here in a minute. Let me finish this video up. What a nice example. Again, this is from the Sunshine Element YouTube channel. So come over here and subscribe. Great footage. And with that, I want to come over and show you okay, so this is me at the Osmium Symposium, and I'm going to show you here. This is Scarlett Klaus coming into the booth here in a second. There's me wearing the headphones. So we got to talk with the German team, and Scarlett Klaus is vice director, I guess you would say, of the Osmium Institute, and she came over from Germany to Denver. And after we got to talk with her during the day for a while, we set up in the evening. I was set up and got to play a DJ set where we wore those headphones. And also, I was able to get both Scarlett and Ian into the DJ booth. And so that was a lot of fun. It was one of those highlights for me that I will never forget. And then here, right at the very end, I will show you a picture of the headphones and the watch. Where are we? So yeah, there you can see I'm wearing the watch there, which was probably one of the most beautiful, aside from the headphones. Those are my favorite. But that watch was my favorite product that I've seen inlaying with osmium so far. You can't really tell through the video, but in person, looking at that watch was it's just amazing how beautiful it was. So very lucky and blessed and thankful and excited about being able to wear those and talk with the Osmium team and be a part of the team myself. Very, very excited about it. So that was that. And from there, let me see. This was I going to show. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the osmium price. And so, yeah, here we are over looking at the osmium price. And again, this is a new product, crystallized osmium. It's only been a product for about 12 years total now. Its first 10 years were just being distributed over in the EU, the Germany, and in the area surrounding. I'll show again the database here. So again, you can see over here in Germany and the UK and France, and all this area here is where it first got offered to the public. And after a few years spreading there, they've also now branched out to these other countries, including the US. And the flagship is, of course, you all know, Ian Everard of Arc Silver Gold Osmium in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He was the person that brought it over to America. And I was very lucky to go down and meet him. I actually met him because I was trying to chase down this piece of silver here, which is a slice of a Comex bar. So this is a pure silver slice of Comex 1,000-ounce bar. I knew I wouldn't be able to afford a 1,000-ounce Comex bar myself, but I seen him talking about this new product that they had came up with. They were ordering 1,000-ounce bars off of the Comex, and they would cut them like a loaf of bread into slices, and they labeled them as they went. And so the company that he was doing that with, partnered with, was Silverback Precious Metals. And it was in the year 2022 when this was cut, and it was from bar 62. and slice number 22 out of the 1,000 ounce bar number 62. So they just, the first bar they pulled off was number 1. The second 1,000 ounce bar was number 2. Well, they got out. This one was number 62, bar 62, and sliced 22 out of that bar. And it has these natural gas pockets within the 1,000 ounce bar. And I just thought it was such a unique, cool piece. And that's how and why I met Ian. I tracked him down to get me a slice of Comex bar. And in doing so, at his shop, I got to see Osmium for the very first time and was very, very taken with it. I believe the first day I just was looking at it and very impressed with it. And then the next day, I stayed the night with the family there in Jackson Hole. And the next day, I went back for an interview with Ian. And after the interview, we got to talking and looking through the website, and I picked up a shooting star. And I had that set into a piece of jewelry. I should have had that with me, but I don't have it right handy. But yeah, it's a crystalline osmium shooting star set into a silver pendant that I got from my wife. It's quite beautiful, very happy with it. But since then, I have fallen much more in love with it and much more believer. In fact, I have partnered with the company, and very happy and excited about that, to be a partner with them here for Colorado. And yeah, with all of that information, and I guess I should mention too that, so in looking at the different products and thinking about ideas for it, whether it be setting the osmium into jewelry or holding as it a tangible investment, tangible asset, different ways to get into it and look at it. I suppose I probably got into it more. Well, I got into it for the tangible asset investment. The precious metal, it is the 8th and final precious metal to be brought to the market. It is the most dense, the most noble of the precious metals. And yeah, I found it a great way just to, hold it as a tangible asset. But it has also become very big in jewelry because it is so beautiful. One of the prettiest precious metals out there in its crystalline form. It is just gorgeous, and it is so dense and lays so flat that it reflects the light directly back at you. So like if you have a diamond ring and an crystalline osmium ring, and you go outside and walk away from a distance, you'll lose sight of the diamond, whereas the crystalline osmium will grab your eye from a lot further away. So it's a beautiful and amazing product. And me being a bee in stacking precious metals like it's pollen and nectar, I'm always looking for the most efficient way to stack precious metals. And it's known that the most efficient way to stack anything is in the hexagon form. Like the reason that the honeybee honeycomb is a hexagon shape is because as that honeycomb gets bigger and bigger, that weight would collapse upon itself and you'd lose all the honey. Since they make it in a hexagon shape, their wax is they form it in a hexagon shape, and that allows for all of that weight to not cave in on itself. And indeed, they've done tests, and a hexagon is indeed the best way to stack weight. And so with that in mind, and working through Ian, I was able to convince them to allow me to start my own line of osmium hexagons. And so I also worked closely with them, and through the back and forth, we were able to keep it at the lowest price possible for stacking. So this is like bullion pricing at spot, basically that type of an idea, in that there is no additional cut costs that are added on to it. So you're able to purchase the osmium hexagons all the way down to the smallest cut you can get, up to the largest cut, and not occur any extra charges. So you're able to stack weight the most efficiently as possible with the osmium hexagons. So it correlates well with my channel, because that's again what we do here. We are like the honeybee that goes out into the world and finds those unique pollens and unique nectars, and they collect them and they bring them back to their hive and their home, and they create a honeycomb out of a hexagon shape, so that they can most efficiently stack what for them is preservation. And that's what silver and gold is to me and my family and my hive, is a means of prolonging your life, prolonging my family's life, prolonging sustenance. And what's amazing, I found out that in uncovering some of the ancient tombs of the ancient Egyptians, they found honeycomb in the tombs with the Egyptians. And when they took the honeycomb out, they found that the honey was still edible after these thousands of years. So that's what the honeybee does. It goes out and it finds those unique pollen and nectars, brings the nectar back, puts it into the honeycomb, and seals it off, preserves it, and then it knows that it has preserved sustenance for its hive for years to come, for as long as is needed to sustain them. And that's the idea that we want to do here. We want to help you grow your sustainability. And precious metals, I find, is one of the best ways to do that. It's a real tangible asset that has its own intrinsic value. It doesn't corrode or go bad, just like honey in the Egyptian tombs. It's gonna preserve its weight and its value and not corrode. And that's the idea behind this channel, is we want to help you get into the precious metals and preserve your value for generations to come. And so let's get into this box and see if we have some osmium nectar. So I'm very excited about this. And hold on one second. I have my trusty knife. And let's see what we got. So yeah, this came all the way from Germany, and it says Osmium Institute product data sheet, crystalline bulk osmium safety data sheet. Crystalline bulk osmium. So I've been very excited about receiving this package. Indeed, coming all the way from Murnau, Germany. And it's another great thing about working with the Osmium Institute, one of the things that they worked hard on taking care of is customs. When they were creating this product, crystalline osmium, they worked with customs hand in hand to eliminate problems that would come up in moving the product from one country to another. And so they worked with customs, and the very codes that are built into the product on the packaging, the code that comes with the osmium piece that you purchase is called the OIC. And that is the code that it just matches your piece with the code. The code, you can type in this code to, if you go to osmiumidentification.com and pull up their website, there's a little tab and bar. In fact, I'll show you here in a minute. And you can just type in your OIC, which, like on this piece right here, this would be your OIC. And this OIC code, and if I type that into the Osmium Institute code bar, it will pull up this very piece of osmium and show you that, oh, it's a piece of crystalline osmium that's cut into the TheBee. And it'll tell you the weight, the sparkle grade, and any other information pertinent to that piece. And that very code is also a way for the customs to check it and certify it, and so that they have no problems with any of the pieces. They're logged and easy to find, and no problems with customs. So I opened up that box. Within the box we have, of course, another box, and under that we have another box, and under that we have one final box. So 3 boxes within that box. And then earlier in the week, my first package from the Osmium Institute was right here, and I got a little excited about that. I thought maybe some of my Osmium Nectar would be in this box, so I actually made a video before this box saying my Osmium Nectar is here, and it was a nice little video. But when I opened the box, I found that actually there was not the Osmium Nectar. It was another order of osmium that I put in, and it was just a sample box right here. And we can get into that as well to show what was in here, but it was not the Osmium Nectar. It was some vials of osmium, and underneath that we have some other goodies that come from the Osmium Institute, just for your additional gadgets to help you view the osmium, and some other goodies in there from them. A very beautiful packaging, very well done. This is a high-class product, and I'm lucky to be a part of the company. So, so let's get into these other boxes here, these larger boxes. And inside the box, again, we have another box. And these boxes are beautiful, very well done, silky smooth, gorgeous examples. Let's see what we have inside the box. It's got a nice little magnetic lip there, and when you open it up, oh wow, look at that. Gorgeous product with some gorgeous models helping to show the product. Some instructions about it, information on how the product came to be and what they do in getting the product to this point. So cool information there. And again, we have a book explaining all about the osmium, and another light and a pin and some other goodies again. So this light is for showing off the osmium, and it really makes the osmium pop. So it's really nice of them to send it out in such a way where it's showcased so well, and it makes these unboxings very fun for the recipient, that's for sure. Okay, and underneath of that, I have several layers here. And then we have the goodies. Oh boy, look at those. Look at those. That is pretty. So, oh wow, that is too beautiful. There, okay, let me get light back out. Let's see if I can show you. Zoom in. Of course, I'll need to take it out of the package to get a good look at it, but give you a little idea, a glimpse of the beauty, sunshine element. Oh. Okay, so let's do. Of course, they send a nice little nifty pen to go along with it. Help you keep notes, keep track. So you don't forget, you can go to www.osmium.com. Very nice. All right. Couple more boxes here. And again, we have a box within a box. And in this box, let's see what we have here. Again, such beautiful packaging. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And what we have underneath here. Okay, so in this one we have some more Osmium Nectar, but also some Osmium in vials. Those are probably my diamond cuts for my other product that I am making. Let's see if I'll show that right quick. And I believe the other box is another box of Osmium Nectar, and the vials for the diamond cuts, which are for this product here that I'm going to pull out and show you, which is my first osmium inlay. It is a absolutely gorgeous design in my opinion, and it took a very cool product from Ian and a guy that he is working with that mills these revolver cylinders. And let me get this so you can see it well here. So this is the cylinder AG47, 3/9 fine silver, 3-ounce cylinder, and 6-ounce fully loaded. So the cylinder is 3 ounces of pure silver, and then each bullet is a 1/2 ounce. So each one of these bullets is a 1/2 ounce of 3/9 silver, and it's gorgeous just as that product. The cylinder with the 1/2 ounce bullets, again, fully loaded at 6 ounces. But I felt that we could just take it one more step by inlaying the crystallized osmium as a primer. And I am quite impressed with how it turned out. I think it's a gorgeous product, especially with the osmium inlay as a primer. So this will be sold as one whole product. So this first cylinder that I have put together is going to go as one full product. However, I'm also going to be inlaying the bullets themselves and an empty cylinder. So you can purchase just the cylinder, and then you could have the silver bullets. You could buy it fully loaded with just the silver bullets, and then over time you can buy the crystallized osmium bullets with the primer inlay, and you could complete yourself a fully loaded osmium primered silver cylinder. So far, I think I am going to call this particular product the Osmium Bullet Bouquet Silver Cylinder. So yeah, you can pick up the cylinder itself empty and add the inlaid bullets one at a time until you're fully loaded with osmium inlays, or you can just buy the cylinder with the silver. However you prefer to do it, you'll have the option. But this is the first cylinder ever done to be inlaid with osmium. So we have the stamp A in there, and so this is a one of a kind. And the next cylinder that will be sold as a complete Xcode set will be B and C and then D, and down the line will go. However, this is going to be a limited project, so I know there are some other great ideas that are being added into this, and but this is number one. This is the prototype, as it were. So more great examples to come. And again, if you would like to purchase this, it will be coming up on my auctions available for sale. I will also probably put it up on my website, so that will be an option. But again, I will also be taking the bullets, and let me show you here. Taking the bullets themselves and inlaying them one at a time. So if you would like a bullet with the osmium inlay, you can buy them singly as well. Purchase one at a time. You can do it without having the cylinder, but the cylinder makes such a great display for them. That's how I would recommend doing it if you can't afford the whole set at one time. Then you could buy the cylinder empty and just buy one osmium inlaid bullet at a time until you have a fully loaded cylinder. So that is the idea there. And then of course, let me grab a piece of Osmium Nectar. And so again, the Osmium Nectar will be the most efficient way to stack osmium. You're gonna get your best deals by stacking the Osmium Nectar is what I call this product, and where there's no other additional costs to be had with this. And if you're going to buy through me, I'm also going to be having other additional discounts, and the more you buy through me, the more you will be discounted. So very excited to finally get this and be offering it up to you guys. And another way to preserve your wealth, and that's what we're trying to do here, is give you fun and intuitive ways to preserve your wealth for the long haul. And if you have ideas that you would like to set some osmium into some jewelry, if that is something that you would like to do, you can most definitely do that. You can purchase your osmium ahead of time if you're not quite sure what it is that you want to do. You kind of have an idea, but you're not sure exactly on how you want to go about doing it. Well, you can just purchase your osmium ahead of time, and then that gives you time to consider how you want to make your jewelry in the future. So let me get this piece of osmium out here that I got for my wife. This was the first piece of osmium that I had purchased, and I got it for the wife, of course. And the cool thing about this particular piece is it's double-sided. So again, if you have an idea that you would like to have set into some jewelry, this makes for amazingly gorgeous, beautiful jewelry. Again, this will catch your eye much further away than a diamond will. A diamond refracts the light, and osmium reflects. There's no refraction with this product, whereas the diamond, the light will travel through it, and you'll get some reflection, but a lot of it will be refracted as it comes out the other side. Whereas with osmium, you're getting all of the light bounced directly right back at your eye. So you can't really get this look in anything else aside from the most precious metal known to man, the most dense, the most inert, most valuable, most beautiful, crystallized osmium. Okay, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thanks for putting up with my fumbling and bumbling. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can reach out. All of my information is on my YouTube channel homepage or in the description of the video. Several ways that you can reach out to me: email me, call me, comment below the video. Many ways to get in touch with me. So I look forward to hearing from you, and we will catch you all on the next one.